Hi, welcome to Matters of the Heart and Soul. I'm your host, Janie Charlot. Matters of the Heart and Soul is a podcast to raise awareness and awaken humanity to all that is within. We want to be a beacon of light on your life journey. Hey guys, welcome to Matters of the Heart and Soul podcast. This is Janie Charlot, your host, co-hosting with Mr. Russell Bruce today.
Hello, everyone out there.
So guys, we have a really great podcast lined up, but before we get into that, I just want to remind you all to please like, subscribe, and share. If any of this information resonate with you, just share it with a friend. I'm sure they could also benefit from the knowledge and the information that is given. So what we're talking about today is words having power. Your words have power. If you followed our podcast, we've talked a lot about thoughts, because that's kind of the first step. Your thoughts turn into words, then your words turn into actions. So today, though, we just want to focus on the words that you are actually speaking out of your mouth and what you're actually doing when you're letting words come out. So let's go ahead and get started with that, Russell.
All right, so this is actually a broad topic, but we'll kind of narrow it down so that we can get more bang for our buck. So when we think about words, we think about those words that we speak over ourselves and others, whether it's in love or in anger or what have you. So I like to think about words of affirmation. Like when I wake up in the morning, I like to speak affirming words to start my day, like I am love, I am abundant, I am intelligent, I am successful, like things of that nature, right? And if you can come up with 100 or 1,000 words, do that. It puts you in a positive vibration and you're bringing that type of energy to yourself. Whereas on the opposite side, people have these self-limiting beliefs where you're pretty much speaking prophecy over yourself with doom and gloom when you're saying, I'm broke, I'm overweight, I'm unattractive, negative type words that you bring negative vibrations into your world. So think of, your words as prophecy over yourself. And it goes back to like in scripture when Moses says, who should I say sent me, when he's speaking to God? And God says, I am that I am. Like there's really no name for God. The word we use in today's society is a German term. And before that language even came into existence, God existed. And God is everything, everywhere. So that's why God says, I am that I am, because God is everything. So like in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The word I am, because you're manifesting what it is that you speak. So Janie had touched on it, because it comes from, a thought to a word to an action, right? So the word is pretty much that middleman from the thought into it actually becoming active. So God called everything into existence with word, right? Just be, and it is. And we, being the children of God, are many creators or co-creators, right? Ye are all God's children of the Most High God. So once again, use affirming words like I am in positive context.
So just to kind of go a little bit deeper from what Russell just said, when you think about everything that has manifested in the world, it was first a thought, but then it was a word. In the Bible, I want to say the scripture goes something like, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God. So if the Word was God, you have to think that God spoke and created everything. Let there be light. Let there be, the sun. Let man have dominion. So the word is spoken because when you speak, You are setting forth something in motion to occur. So I know everyone has heard this. Words have power. Watch your words. And, you could, break somebody's bones, but you can't take the words that you say back, because it's true. Once you speak, you are setting something in motion. And according to universal law, what you speak, you're speaking to yourself. So because of cause and effect, you're going to get those words right back to you in return. Okay? So in higher dimensions, words aren't even used. Communication is telepathic. So my thoughts can't even be hidden. Okay? Like right now, people think that they can hide their thoughts. They can hide their thoughts. They probably looking at somebody in the face and thinking very ill of them. But as long as I don't say anything, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. Your words, your thoughts are being registered on these higher dimensions. Now, because we exist in a lower dimension, our words really have, some power to set things in motion. So that's why it is so important to be very aware, very cautious, very conscious of the words that you are choosing every day. Okay. We spoke a little bit about words being spells. Certain words are spells. You're putting this out into the atmosphere to come into form, to come into manifestation. So be very careful with your words. And hey, if you're already there, you know that your thoughts have to be very much controlled. But we're focusing on words, so be very careful with your words.
And also, like they say, my word is my bond, because it's like when your words and your actions align,
yeah,
they're bonded.
Yep.
So that's the most beautiful thing in the world. And once again, like she said, in the most ancient of cultures, or if we were to say run into a being from another galaxy that's thousands or millions of years beyond us, they're not going to communicate with you through words. It's going to be telepathic. And also spiritually, like when you run into relatives in your dream or what have you, it's telepathic. So it's like they pretty much can read your heart and your mind. So, and just think, as we evolve as human beings in this world, they say the world's going from the third to the fifth dimension, and they say that you're not going to be able to lie. So people, you could say one thing with your mouth, but your actions speak louder than your words. So once again, it's your thoughts that become your words, and your words become your actions.
Yeah.
Make them count for something.
Yeah. And what Russell just said, aligning your words with your actions is important, because then all of your energy is moving in the right direction so that you can actually manifest whatever it is that you want to happen. If I tell Russell, hey, I'm going to meet you for dinner at 8 p.m. But my actions, I never show up. I never call him. I never cancel. I never give him an explanation. I have literally just misaligned anything that was supposed to occur at that dinner, because my actions never lined up with my words. And believe that whatever I'm putting out, I'm going to have to reap that in one way or the other, no matter how small it is.
Yeah, and you think about it, over a period of time, people who consistently exhibit that type of behavior, you're casting a spell of doubt and disappointment.
Exactly. Yeah. And when down the road, when somebody cancels a dinner on me, hey, because I put that out into the universe. I put that out into matter already. All right. So the only other thing I want to touch on is the throat chakra, because that has a lot to do with speaking, expressing verbally, and how well you do that. So the throat chakra, okay, has a lot to do if it's opened, if it's blocked, or if it's balanced. Okay, you have people out here that cannot express themselves verbally. They can't say anything. You try to talk to them, it's like pulling teeth. So that person has a blocked throat chakra. All right. And then you have some people who are speaking too much and they're not even saying anything. And that's an over opened throat chakra. So, that's just a little background information to do some research on for your own regarding the throat chakra and how well you can verbally express yourself and how well you can use your words.
And just to add on to that, it just made me think of something. When you start thinking about great leaders who were not only great orators, their word was bond. People like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, their words had power because they lived out what they were speaking. They led from the front, they led by example. And whenever they said something, people acted because people believed in their word, because they knew that these people were willing to sacrifice their lives for others.
Yeah. I want to also mention how words have a vibration. And for example, how you could maybe listen to one of these pastors out here that, maybe one of your favorite pastors, and the hair stands up on your skin when they say something that resonate with you. That's because their throat chakra is wide open. They're able to verbally express the message, and in a way, in a vibration that you get it, and every cell in your body gets it. So words are also very vibrational as well.
Energetic.
Yeah. All right, guys. So that was just a quick podcast on words having power. We appreciate you as always. You can find this podcast on all podcasting platforms. And we will check you guys at the next episode. Take care.
Peace.